The exteriors, a couple of weeks ago, I watched Interiors, the Woody Allen film, and I'm still on the fence with that film. I think in some ways there are great things, and in other ways there are things that don't quite work. For example, throughout the whole dancing scene when the husband remarries the Bulgarian woman that she's going to knock this vase over and that Joey is going to flip out. And there are a few other scenes that come off a little bit too predictable. You know that the husband, the failed novelist or the bad novelist, is going to make a play for the other sister, and then he tries to have sex with her, rape her on top of a car in a garage when she's snorting cocaine. You that are a little bit awkward. So I have to lean in saying that Interiors is probably a near great film. It's got a number of great moments, but I thought to myself, well,
just before you go on, you said years ago that you thought this was an indisputably great film, and that it was an important film for Woody Allen in terms of his dramatic progression.
Yeah, and I've
played it in terms of your opinion of it.
I mean, sometimes you just look at things, and it depends on what you're focusing on. When I originally saw that film and wrote I don't think I've written a review on it. So when did I say it was indisputably great? Did I say that to you personally?
You did this long essay once.
Oh, okay, the Woody Allen thing. Okay, yeah, yeah, and so it's one of those things that every so often I'll probably backtrack on something here. Because when I wrote that, it was probably in 03 or 04, something like that. And I hadn't seen as many foreign films. And, there's simply another level beyond that film that in his best films, Bergman especially, goes beyond. And even Woody Allen goes beyond. Another Woman is clearly a better film than Interiors. I don't think there's any doubt about that. It's better than its source film, Wild Strawberries by Bergman, and it's also a notch or two above Interiors. That's not to say it's not well acted. I think ultimately the thing with Interiors, since it was his first drama, it probably actually gets down to Woody's writing. But then again, there are other times when I can say I could overlook the 3 or 4 moments of predictability in the film, and I do see things, the 4th or 5th or 8th or 9th time, however many times I watched it, that I might not have noticed before. Like the last time I saw it a couple of weeks ago, I noticed the way that Frederick, the novelist, looks lingeringly at women throughout the film. Not only the youngest sister that he has the hots for, but throughout the film, he's looking a little bit too longer. So there are those kinds of things. But by the same token, like I said, so again, I go back and forth on it. Near great.
Do you think that
great.
the therapy session scenes too are something that's actually quite bad? I thought for the longest time, even in terms of how they're acted, they're not as well acted as later scenes.
Well, and that's another thing. There's the famous scene early on where Diane Keaton has her hand on the glass of the window and she's pouring it, and it's I guess the word would be precious. It's almost a little bit too precious. So when you point, it's one of those things when you point things out like that, or the knocking of the vase over scene, I say, okay, it's near great. Then there are other things like these, a dozen little moments that you might not notice on the first thing that come through, and you say, okay, there are those scenes that are demerits, but these push it back just a little bit over. It's like a home run that the baseball player gets his glove on, but it tips the glove and just bounces over for a home run. So again, I could accept either argument. It's not something I'm going to argue too strenuously on either side. Another Woman is a clearly great film, as I said, but Interiors, I'm still on the fence.